Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So this is part 2 of my trip to Norwich. So after the toy fair, Chuffy Futter, he took me to the Sainsbury Centre, which is also the filming location of Age of Ultron, the Avengers headquarters. So I'm walking in the same footsteps as Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, and Chris Evans. Honestly, it totally blew me away. I mean, it's the Sainsbury Centre. I mean, to be honest, I didn't even hear of it. I didn't know what it was until Chuffy Futter told me about it. But it's actually at the it's on the university campus at the University of East Anglia. And, I mean, the actual university itself, I mean, it's very much in the kind of same architecture as like the Royal Festival Hall in London on the Embankment. But I mean, obviously you don't see that when you see the movie. But no, I mean, honestly, it absolutely blew me away. It's a lot small. Well, it seems to be a lot smaller in reality than it appears in the movie. But I mean, that's like most things. Chuffy Fire chose the most wettest day of the year to take me around. Now, to be honest, I probably would have stayed longer if it hadn't been so wet. I mean, it'd been pouring all day, especially as when we were going into the actual toy fair. I was proper coming down. But yeah, I mean, a bit slippery in places. But yeah, no, it's really, really good. I definitely want to come back here, probably in the summer when it's a bit drier. But no, it's a really interesting place to come. I mean, it's free to go to. I mean, one of the things you've got to do is, I mean, obviously it's on the campus, but when you arrive in the car park, you do need to go into Sainsbury's, and it's not like any Sainsbury's I've been in before. You need to go into Sainsbury's, like to reception, to get like a pass for your car, and then you just stick it in the window, and it's free parking, and it's like an art gallery. I mean, what's it at the moment? They've got some visions of ancient Egypt, very pyramids of Mars. So that looks good, and they do have. I mean, I think you can get free. You can see these tours for free, but the normal price is like £14. Or if you're a student, you get in there for free. So that's not bad. This bit here, I thought was blinding because in the Avengers: Age of Ultron, you actually see Iron Man and Thor and Captain America. And they're walking. They're just walking down this part, and there's one of the windows opens, and apparently some of the movie. I mean, I actually that night when I got home, I watched the movie again, and I didn't realise that they'd actually filmed inside the Sainsbury Centre as well. So if I'd known, because we went in the Sainsbury Centre as well, if I'd known, I probably would have spent maybe a bit more time in there, because it was a Sunday and it was busy-ish, but it wasn't like ultra busy. But like there's loads of like art and stuff in there, and bits and pieces, and also a coffee shop as well. And yeah, like Chuffy Futter suggested we go in a coffee shop, have a nice cup of tea, and it was me who suggested going to the pub. But that's another story. But yeah, this place is definitely worth checking out, because I mean, even this little pathway up the slope, you can see that in the movie as well, and that's behind Iron Man, when I think Captain America's getting in his, he's getting in his car, I think. I mean, a lot of it is superimposed and everything, but the actual building itself, and the building, it looks so kind of modern and futuristic. but it was. I mean, it was actually completed in 1978. You know, so so around my time, and yeah, designed by Norman Foster. So I have done a little bit of research, and you know, commissioned for the by the Sainsbury's family for their collection. Well, you know, which is quite decent of them. But yeah, as I said, I've never actually heard of this place before, and there's loads of art outside as well. I mean, I recognise this exhibit. Is that what you'd call it? An exhibit, or I don't know. And the reason I'm filming it is because I thought, oh, I'm sure, did I see that in the movie? But it's not in the movie. And to the right, if you remember in the movie, there's a big A for Avengers on the side of the building. So yeah, just on the side there. So yeah, it's a really good place to go. It's one of the better filming locations that I've visited. Also for the fact that you can actually go inside it, but I didn't realise that they'd filmed, you know, some of the interior shots inside. You know, when you see Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson in there. So yeah, I just didn't realise. I assumed it was, you know, shot in a studio or on green screen. But yeah, definitely check it out. I will definitely be back to Norwich because it's a really nice place, and there's so much else I want to see. But I want to come back here when it's when it's a bit drier, and I can just spend more time, you know, just checking the place out. I mean, I think one of the reasons why it looks so modern is because the place got extended, I think, in the 80s or something. So that's why it doesn't, or 80s or early 90s. That's why it looks so modern, because it's the original building somewhere there, but they've just kind of added to it. But highly recommended. I'll definitely be back when it's a little bit more warmer and sunny. But that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. Join me in the next one. The vlog is over.